Hi and welcome to a new video. In this video I wanted to go through the cloud backup service from Asus, so the Asus Webstorage. So this is a service I've used previously and still do use because of the price is very reasonable compared to some of the competitors. It doesn't have all the benefits and integrations as Dropbox and Google One if you're integrated into those kind of services, but it does have a lot of features that come in handy for everyone. And I think for the normal user, even advanced user, you'll have a look at the pricing and also have a look at the features to see if it suits you. But also what is really good is that it integrates into the Asus routers. So if you've got something called AiCloud, and it'll probably be version now as 2.0, it's built into majority of the Asus routers, even several years old. So you're probably going to more likely have this feature built in. And if we just quickly go to the Asus router, just to give you an idea of where you could find it. So it will be again for your app, but I'm using the web interface. Under advanced settings, when you log into the router, you go to AiCloud 2.0, and then you can see here the AiCloud sync. So then again, you can go here and enable it. So what this actually integrates the actual web storage is that if you've got a device, a USB attached storage, so that's a USB stick thumb drive, or you've got a USB hard drive plugged into the back of the actual the Asus router, you can back up all of those files to the cloud, or you can basically synchronize it. So every time you you save something on your computer to your network attached storage to the Asus router, then it will synchronize and upload to the Asus Webstorage. So it just keeps everything as an extra backup. So say if you back up to the basically the USB attached storage to your router, then that router will then automatically upload again to the Asus web storage, and that's in the cloud, just like your Google and your iCloud and then your Dropbox. So it's always good to have another off-site backup. Again, it's using your internet, so perhaps when you do synchronize these things, you can do it late at night and schedule and things like that. So it will use some of your upload bandwidth. So if you're lucky enough to have services where you've got basically synchronized upload and download, then you're not going to have any problems if you've got high speed. So just take that in consideration. But again, it's always advised that you always keep a second copy of your files, especially if it's photos that are memories and things like that you can't get back. You keep them off site or outside the home and have them uploaded to the cloud. So if we just then go back now to the actual service, so as I was saying, this is by Asus themselves. So here you can actually see the price. So normally if you don't see any special offers, I would just sign up and then just wait for some emails. Nearly once a month I always get an email from the Asus Webstorage telling me there's a special offer on. So I do use this service myself, and why I use it is because for you'll see it in a minute, is I'll always like to save a bit of money, and also it does have all the features that I require as well. So you can see here for the 2 TB plan, it is £3.46 a month, or £44.99 for 1 year, and then you get an extra 1 month free as well. So you can see this is in pounds, but in dollars as well, it's going to be cheaper for you. So you can see I can just swap it back to US dollars. So it gives you an idea. So that's at $4.36 or $56.7 for a year with your extra 1 month. So you can see the features here. It does back up external hard drives as well. So you can connect it to your router, but also you can download this and use it for your computer as well and devices to back it up. So you do have unlimited backup versions, as it says here. It does retain them all in the cloud. You can also customize the auto backup schedule, so if it's daily, weekly, monthly basis. So that's always good to see. And then again, you've got ransomware, so that's really good to see. So if you don't know what ransomware is, it's like a nasty virus, but what they do is, instead of just deleting all your files, it encrypts it and then normally gives you a message to say you need to send some cryptocurrency to them, and they'll give you the unlock key. So it's always good to see that the Asus do include this ransomware detection. It's not 100% foolproof, so don't 100% rely on it, but it does have it there, and hopefully it should detect most cases of it. So basically nowadays the ransomware is quite clever. Before, it would just encrypt all your local hard drive files, but now they realize that most people have cloud backup versions, so it'll start searching your computer as well for, or your device, for the actual cloud storage, and try and encrypt those as well, so trying to force you to get more ransom money out of you. Then you have the specific versions of files, so as you can see here as well, it stores those as well on there, so it's always good to have the versioning as a feature. And again, here's some of the sort of like content and limitations. So you've got a limited number of login devices that you can do. Secondly, the single file upload limit is 50 gigabytes. 3 is the daily file sharing limit, so that's when you're sharing a file as 100 gigs. 4 is the member limit, so your collaboration, so that's up to 5 people, so that's more than enough, to be honest, for most people. And the retention day for version is basically 30 days, so you've got a whole month's worth of versions that you can go back on files, so that's always really good to see. So as we said there, we can see that the price here, and if I just put it back to the British pound, so as we can see here, as we said, it was about £3.46 a month for the 2 terabytes. So I just wanted to compare that to see what it's like with Google and Dropbox. So you can see here on their service here, you've got the 2 terabyte premium, and that's $7.99 a month. And of course you do, if you pay it yearly, then you do get a saving, so that's £79.99 a year. So you can see it is more money compared to the actual if I go back to the right one, go back here, so it's nearly double what we've got here as well. So you can see the price wise and everything else, isn't it, £80. But of course then you do have with Google, and then same with the Dropbox, you do have a few more features that are integrated. So you do get a free VPN service, you get 10% off in the Google store, and you can share these benefits with 5 other members within the family as well. So it's just to take them in consideration as well, and I know a lot of people integrate more into these services, but it's always good if you're just looking for a straightforward, and you've still got many features, then the Asus one is good as well. And we just have a quick look at Dropbox to see their pricing. So you can see here the 2 terabyte one user, and that's £9.99 a month, or per year is if you do yearly, of course I think they give you up to 20% discount, so that works out to be $7.99 a month, basically, if you pay it by a year. So you can see they are all much more expensive than the Asus Webstorage plan. You can see here, so if we just quickly go back up and we can go to the features, so if we go over here, so we can see some of the features here that they're saying around here. So you can see that it does integrate a lot into different things. It does have a lot of within the app. It has features as well for sharing your files, collaboration, and things like that. So you can share files with people and just send them the link. You got around here, you got protection for your data as well. So you can see that you can back up certain NAS devices, but again, these are Asus devices. Then you have your mobile upload, and then you've got all these ones here. So I won't go through every single feature because I don't want to bore you, but you can see here again they've got the security standards, so your data is secure as well. And you can see here as well they have integration of sending large files via the cloud, and then also integration into Microsoft Office as well. So it does have everything that you really need, to be honest, for most people, even advanced users. It has all the features, and I'll put the link in the description so you can just come here yourself and have a look. None of these links are affiliated or anything like that. I don't get paid for anything. This is just something that I think is, not many people actually knew when I've spoken before about Asus Do Web Storage, and it's quite reasonably priced as well. And if you're looking for something straightforward, then it's always good that you can actually think about it. So it's also quite good as well. As I said, it integrates into our routers basically, so into our AiCloud. Again, we just use the web storage that says here, synchronization. So that's with your USB attached storage too. So basically, if you've got a USB port in the back of your router, then you're more likely have got AiCloud. And most of them will have AiCloud 2.0. You can see here, if I just quickly go to the how-to guide, how it works. So you can see here the introduction. Basically, AiCloud synchronizes and keeps all your media files, data, and other content. So basically anything that's on your USB storage, and it will back it up to the online storage services, and that's the Asus Webstorage. Again, and it's not when you actually come to switch on AiCloud. It does give you an option of the Asus web storage, but also there's Dropbox, and also there's the normal Windows share feature as well. So if you've want something backed up to that as well, if you've got a NAS set up or an unraid server or true NAS, then you can have that back up to that as well, to a share that you've got set up. So you don't have to use Asus Web Storage. It's just it integrates quite well into all of the different features, and as I said, for cloud storage it's quite reasonably priced as well when I do like a bargain. So as we said here, we just basically go into AiCloud, and then you just go to add a new account. So as you can see here, once you've done that under web storage, so you do have the Asus Web Storage and Dropbox, but also there's a feature that they haven't updated, but it does give you the option for a Windows share as well, so you can do that. And you can see here is just where you enter your information. So this will be, in this case, for the Asus Web Storage, you'll just enter your account username and password, and then here where you click browse, so this is where you want to actually the file or folder that you want to back up. So you can select the basically certain folders, so in this case like the music folder that you've got shared from your USB attached storage, and then you can choose the rule as well. So as you go down here, you'll be able to, as you can see here, it just basically gives you a tree of the shared storage that's attached to the router. Then you go into the rule, and you can see here, as I said, the synchronization. So you can see synchronization, download to USB disk, or upload to cloud. So you do have options if you want to go upload or download, or you want to synchronize it, so it's the same on both. You have those options as well, so that's always really good to see on there. So again, then they might ask you for the OTP code, security code from your web storage account, and you just type that in there. You won't need this for your Dropbox or any other option. If you do select, this is for the web storage only. And once you've done that, you just click apply, and as I said, it's straightforward as that, and then it will start synchronizing or uploading or downloading, depending on your rule option that you've selected, to the web storage cloud. And then it's always a good idea, once you're there, is perhaps just go to the web storage here, go to login, and log into the actual web storage on there, and you'll be able to see your files and everything uploading. So we'll quickly move on to now, and I'll log into my account so you can see just a quick look at the user interface as well for the when you're logging in using a browser. So I've now logged into my Asus Web Storage account. So this is just to give you an example of what you'll see if you do log in as the user interface that you've got here. So it's very basic and straightforward. You do have your synchronization folder. Again, it's very clear here. You can either right click your mouse and you can upload data, and also you can drag and drop items straight onto here and everything else. So it is very good. So you do have your options on the side on the menu. So you've got My Sync folder, so that's your main one. Then you have your cloud only files, a personal drive, and now also the auto backup. So if you go to, that's a new feature. So you can see here we've got the new feature. You just download the actual application, and then you can get that to work. And then you've got share, so you can see any links that you've shared or files. Your starred is your favorites, any recent changes, your recycling bin, of course that's where you've deleted any files and they're in your recycling bin, and any file requests that you've sent as well. So as you can see here is a very straightforward interface and everything else for you to upload. You do have a few features up here where you can create new folders, and of course you can upload a folder or a file here as well, and you can create the view by using a grid as well. You do have a search function as well, so if you're searching for a specific file, if you've got thousands of files backed up, then you can just click here and then search as well. So that's always really good to see. As I said, there's always some special offers that even if you've got the free version or anything like that when you've signed up, or you've just got a non-subscription account, then there's always these options that are coming up here for special offers and things like that. So always keep an eye out on them, and if you don't see any the first time, just give it a month or so. As I said, I'm always getting special offers that are coming through. So you can see here this is very straightforward user interface, as I said, and it does have the introduction as well, any notifications as well, and then it has your account menu at the top here. As I said, it's very straightforward and everything else. And if we go to the download as well, just to give you an idea of the versions, so as we have a look here, they do have a Windows, a Mac and Linux. Then also for the auto backup, so they have a Windows version for the auto backup, but currently they don't have a Mac version, so that is coming soon. And then also for your mobile app as well, they've got Android and OS, so they do cover nearly every kind of scenario here. And as I said, as they do have the synchronization desktop application for all the main platforms here as well. It's just the auto backup one as well. As I said, that'll be coming soon as well. So it's always good to see that they support multiple platforms as well, and then also the mobile devices as well, so you can back it up. And as I said, it doesn't have all the features you'd find perhaps in the other actual cloud services, but it has around 90% of them, and they're the main ones that I use. And then, as you said, for the price, it's much cheaper, and also it integrates into the Asus routers as well by using their feature. So it's really good to see there. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. And as I said, there are not many people actually know about Asus Webstorage, so I'd be interested to know in the comments if you've heard of the Asus Webstorage, or if you've used it yourself and what your experience is with it. Because as I said, I've used it for several years now, and I've always found the price really a lot cheaper than the others, and most of the main features I require have always been covered for the backup and everything. And as I said, it covers most platforms, and the app is reasonably good as well. User friendly and easy to use and straightforward, and I like the integration that's into our Asus routers as well. I hope they've been useful, and as usual, have a great day and thanks for watching.